It took you so long. Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome to my home. So guys, the last time you were here, I gave you a little tour when I first moved in, and I've long overdue promised you guys an update. So here we are. This is my entry foyer. You should have already seen this before. I did a YouTube short on this previously. Most of the items in here are from Amazon and Ross. I also added the matte black wallpaper to the walls and trim. This is a shoe-free household, so you're gonna have to leave your shoes at the door. Now, I do have these footstools. And I have slippers and socks available if you want to wear those, but you do have to leave your shoes at the door. Now that you guys taking your shoes off, let's come on along. So this is my kitchen. I did let you guys see the kitchen before. If you remember, I actually painted the cabinets in here. Do not recommend. But this is where I'll be throwing down. I actually love this stove. I love the fact that it has 5 burners. So it allows me to cook multiple things at one time. Maybe I'll start doing some cooking videos for you guys. TBD. So over here is my little tea station. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I love me some tea. So I have lots of flavors for different teas for you to drink. Got my lemon and the honey, marshmallows, and it's also a cocoa station as well. Got some Biscoff cookies, you know, if you want to have tea and crackers, we could do that. And right here is just, you know, my fruit. I'm getting my daily fruit in, and I've also started juicing. So juicing videos on the way. And I do love flowers. So if you want to make me smile, get me some flowers. You know, I like to make sure I have some flowers in the kitchen because I notice that it does improve my mood. It makes me feel happy. I prefer to be gifted flowers, but if not, you know, your girl's gonna always romanticize her life, okay? So let's go ahead and go into the dining area. So this is the dining room. Technically, it's the eat-in kitchen. We'll get to that in a minute. But this is where I eat. Most of the times, if I'm just snacking, I'll just sit at this stool. This is my little olive tree now. Y'all don't make fun of my little olive tree. It's a little crackish, right? So I was gonna send it back, but you know, crackheads need love too. And I feel like since this is like a small little area, it kind of fits because I did order a fuller one, and it kind of, I felt like it was a little overpowering in this little nook. So the crackish tree stays. If y'all want, y'all can help me name her. And you know, this is my table, dining table. I went like over a year without having a dining table because I got rid of my old dining table. Do not recommend. When you move, just keep what you have until it's replaced because you might be like me and go a year without having a dining table. So let's come on and move along. This is one of my balconies. It's night. I'm gonna put a day view for you guys, but this is where I do have a little barbecues. We can chill out and, you know, sit here as I'm getting busy on the grill, or somebody else preferably, and not me. And there is a door that leads to the living room, but I'm not gonna go through there because I want to show y'all the dining room first. So you heard me mention that this is the dining room. Let me turn the light on. So you heard me mention this is the dining room. Technically, this house has an eat-in kitchen and a dining room, but I didn't need a formal dining room, so I just made it into my second living room. And you know, peep the aesthetics, the vibes. There's different vibes in this house, you know? I never turn this lamp on. I noticed that. One thing I do love about this house is that, as you'll see, is so much lighting. I have a lot of natural light, and that was very important to me. But you know, one thing about me, and you'll see, like, lighting is very important to me. I feel like it helps sets the mood. So one thing I really love about this place is the open floor plan, right? Because it doesn't have like the typical apartment look. It's very open and airy. The rooms flow into each other. And as you will see, another thing I love about it is the space, right? Like, it's almost the size of a home. So this is the first living room, and this is my second living room. So there's balconies. I have 3 balconies in this, in my condo. So it's a lot of natural lighting, as I mentioned. That's the balcony that I showed you initially. This is the second balcony. I don't really have much going on out here, but as you can see, the balcony does pan the length of my whole apartment. And one thing that I do like about this place is that I actually have a real fireplace. I can't say that I've used it that often, but I have done some s'mores. I have lit it, you know, during the winter time a couple of times, not as much as I should, but I will try to get it a little bit more in. And this is just the extra seating. Have a little tic-tac-toe game over here. Oh, and guys, this is my plant. Now, I like to say I have a black thumb. I don't have a green thumb, right? Every plant I get, I don't know, they die. I don't know. And I literally be trying my hardest. When I promise you, I buy all the plant food and everything, but I don't know. This plant was so full, and this is the only stem that is left, but I'm trying to nurse it back to health. I was gonna buy a new plant, but I'm challenging myself to see if I can get this one to grow. So as you can see, it does have like 2 promising stems. I'm not sure when that will bloom. Hopefully it will stay alive to bloom. And my other plant that I have right here is my aloe plant. I like to put aloe on my face. My skin really loves aloe. So I used to get it from the grocery store, but it depends what the season it is, so it doesn't sell it all the time. So I decided, let me just go ahead and get a plant. This way, if I ever need any aloe, I have it readily available. And as you will see, there are going to be fake greenery throughout the house because I all but gave up on trying to have real plants. And this is the living room area. This is the room that I stay in the most. I'm not a big TV watcher. The most I watch TV is like when I'm in a relationship, then I like, you know, we do a little Netflix and chill or whatever. But outside of that, if I'm not in a relationship, this TV almost never goes on. But since I don't have that electric fireplace that, you know, everyone has, I thought I'd give y'all a little TV version of it. And this is my little floating TV stand. I knew I didn't want a standard TV stand. I wanted something that was floating. So I do like that. If you're looking for a good coffee table book, I like this Alexander McQueen book. It has the holograph cover. And I have this mirror, and you know, there's mirrors throughout the house. You can never have enough mirrors, okay? That's one thing for sure. And this is a little picture I got recently. It's a Jean Joshua. I don't really know what it is, but I thought it was nice. I thought it looked like some nice artwork. So let's go ahead and come into, this is my office. This is where all the work gets done. As many of you may already know, I bought a C8 Corvette a few years ago. And what they do is they send you a miniature version, which is basically a replica of your car, as a plaque. So this is it on display. So right here I have my prayer board. I did start a prayer board this year. So, you know, I make little prayers for my family, friends, and myself, and I put them in here. And then as those prayers are answered, I put them in here. And these are some pictures of me and my daughter. One of the brands sent that to me. I don't remember which one, but I thought that was so cute. I think they grabbed those off of my Instagram. And this is the backdrop you guys always see me in. This is where I film. This is my setup, my microphone. My desk have seen better days. And this is my YouTube plaque from when I reached 100,000 subscribers. Maybe one day I'll get a gold plaque. That is the goal. And this is my little box of just tools. I'm a product junkie. I buy everything. It's not good. I'm really working on my spending habit. Now I have my degrees up here. Your girl is educated. These are pictures my daughter made for me. And if y'all don't know, I have been day trading for the past year, a little over a year now. And this is my little setup that I have going on with my computer screen. Usually I stay tuned to my Discord. I'm part of one of the best Discords ever. Okay. Come on, let's go. And this is my bar. This was another thing that I really loved about this house, is that it had a wet bar, sink and all. I got my little Ninja slushy machine, so I'll be making my slushy drinks. And I'm not really that much of a drinker, but I drink, but not that much. But I do make sure I have alcohol I like to host. So I make sure I have my bar fully stocked when I have guests. In this picture I actually made, I follow somebody on TikTok. I cannot remember her name, but I saw her make this picture and I thought it was perfect because this is such a big wall. This is 8 feet long. So I wanted to get a picture to fill this wall, and I knew it would be challenging to find a picture that big, or if I did, it would be really expensive. So I said I made it. So that's another thing. I'm big on DIYs. I like to make things. A lot of times, I think I could make anything. I think I could do anything, you want to be honest. So sometimes I look at stuff oh, I could do that. And then sometimes I do. And this is my little fish tank of fake fish. It just recently, the pump just recently started being a little noisy. But I love my little fake fish. They give me a nice little aesthetic, and I don't have to feed them. The best pets ever. And these are my 2 children. I don't post them too much. I don't need people all in my business. I keep my family close to me. And washer, dryer, nothing to see here. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a little peek. I'm not really gonna go in here. This is the guest bathroom. I haven't really decorated the bathroom. My daughter took all her stuff with her to school, so maybe I'll do some videos on decorating the bathroom. But it's a lot of space. And this is my daughter's room. She didn't really give me clearance to show y'all, so we're gonna keep it real quick, right? She's into photography. You guys can see she got all the pictures on the wall. Yeah, let's keep it quick, because she probably gonna be like, who told you to go in my room? These are my little perfume collection. This is a picture my mom had. I don't know where she get it from. I don't know. I think it was this was a YouTube thumbnail or something. I don't know where she got that picture from, but she had blew it up. But this right here, this is my vision board. I did a big vision board this year. I got big vision, big goals for this year. So I wanted to make it big, and I wanted to keep it somewhere that I would see it often so I could stay focused on my goals. So this is my closet. I wish it was a little wider, but I have more than enough room for my clothes. I got my shoes. Got my shoes over here. Got my sunglasses on the wall. And let's not forget, I have my wigs. So I got a whole section for all of my wigs. I try to sort it by length and color so it's easier for me to grab. I still have a bunch of wigs that I need to sell. One day I'm gonna get it to you guys. One day. Y'all need to stay on me with that. And this is my bedroom. This is where the magic happens. It's no magic that's happening lately, but you know. But this is my bedroom. I actually love this bedroom. It's very spacious. I do have another closet in here. I got more shoes up on the bottom and on the top, more clothes. I have a little sitting area right here. It would be nice if I told you, you know, I sit there and journal, but I don't actually sit there at all most of the time. Most of the time, these pillows that's on this bed is usually on this chair. So if I'm being real. But my vanity, I made this vanity years ago, back when we was DIYing the vanities. Now, because they used to be really expensive, now they're so affordable. But I need my vanity. This is a must-have for me to do my makeup and for me to have all the lighting. I need it. Like when I travel and I don't have enough lighting, I actually hate it because I'm just so used to having good lighting to do my makeup. And you might notice right here, there's two doors. Basically, these two doors lead to that long balcony that I showed you guys earlier. So this is my view from my bedroom. So another thing you'll notice, like in my house, is there's diffusers everywhere. I love diffusers. This is my new one. I actually love this one. It's really cute when you turn the light on. It gives the illusion of a fireplace. The mist looks like smoke. I added this wallpaper when I first moved in. If I don't relocate, this bedroom will be the first room that I redecorate. This is my towel warmer. If you don't have a towel warmer, guys, you need to get a towel warmer. I promise you, this is like one of the best purchases I've had. I got my mom a towel warmer, and mind you, I've got my mother many gifts before. I feel like the towel warmer was the best gift she had. She really loves the towel warmer. Now, this mirror I actually got from my last place. My building manager, when he was moving, he was going to get rid of it, and I was like, let me take that. And it was a black mirror, so I didn't have black furniture, so I just painted it white, and then I add the little gold accents to it. Oh, and another thing, this one is an IKEA shelf, but this one is not really an IKEA shelf. I made this during the pandemic because I needed another one and they were out. So I just made it. And if you look closely, you could tell, but if you don't, nobody really notices. This is my bathroom. The thing that I really like about my bathroom is my tub. It's actually really big. I didn't really notice how big it was until I moved in here. Like, I could literally spread out in here like, ah. I love that. And as I mentioned, all my toilets have bidets on them. Once you get a bidet, it's kind of hard to, you know, do without it. And I have my robe in here. Try to give like a little hotel spa vibes. Sometimes I'll put the robe in my towel warmer. I actually got this robe from the Four Seasons. If you've ever been to this Four Seasons for a massage, you already know why I got it. And they actually heat the robes, which is one of the main reasons why I actually ended up getting a towel warmer. And here's my third balcony. This balcony connects to my daughter's room. I showed you guys the balcony before when I did it initially. So this is an update of what it looks like. The plant didn't make it. Now I was gonna buy a new plant, but I'm gonna give y'all the real, okay? I told y'all I got a black thumb. This plant didn't make it. This one is holding on for dear life. I trimmed all the dead leaves. I went to Italy, came back, half of the plant was dead. But I am trying to savor it. I'm trying to bring this one back to life along with the one that's in the living room. And I still have my fire pit and my bench that I made. Y'all remember from the balcony video. It's still going. So guys, thank you so much for visiting. Don't be a stranger. Make sure y'all come back and visit me soon. I am feeling motivated to redecorate. That's actually why I'm actually doing this tour. So this time I'm actually gonna bring you guys along. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. Now you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the up out of here. Bye.